Hi there, I'm Denise Richardson, and this is Howdini.com. I don't know if this drives you wild, but children, young women dressing provocatively. Your child, are you having a problem with that? Can't wait to get to this with Ann Pleshette Murphy, who's the contributing parenting authority over at Good Morning America, plus the author of The 7 Stages of Motherhood. It drives me crazy to see these kids with these skirts up to their tushes, these low-cut blouses, and their role models seem to be all of these Hollywood youngsters.
Well, it's true. I mean, the images that they're getting, and they're getting hundreds of thousands of them, every year, tend to be pretty provocative. And sometimes when you're dealing with a little girl, one of the things I do tell parents is if they have an 8, 9-year-old who says that she wants to look sexy, it's very important before you freak out to say to her, well, what do you mean by that? What do you think sexy looks like? Because sometimes that's what little girls say when they actually just want to look pretty, what they think looks pretty. When you're talking about a preteen who is at that stage where she hates everything about her body, it's understandable that they will sometimes push the envelope to just see if they can, be a different person when they go out the door. And it's critical for parents to be, empathetic.
Someone's is watching right now and they're saying, my kid's gonna hate me if I tell him to take it off. After all, we went through our phases with our kinds of clothes. Right. Shouldn't they be able to go through theirs?
Well, I think they should. I mean, to a certain extent, you don't have to like everything they wear. That's something else. I mean, if your child decides that she's only wearing black and you're someone who loves bright colors, just zip it. As long as it's not something that, inappropriate behavior is something else, or provocative dress is something else. Because I think then you can talk about, a reputation. You can talk a little bit about how people perceive her, and is that what she really wants to be projecting? I think you can also use this as a teachable moment to talk about how women are portrayed in the media.
You have so many types in Hollywood, and you know the names, the Britneys, the Lindsays, the others, who dress provocatively, expose themselves, and they have a fan base.
I think that even if your daughter is, having posters of Lindsay Lohan all over her room, and she's dressing like Lindsay and cutting her hair like Lindsay, she doesn't necessarily, she's not going to become Lindsay or do what she's doing. I think that, again, there are real opportunities here to talk about what she admires in somebody or why she thinks that's something that she wants to do. It shouldn't just be, no, you've got to take that off and wear what I want you to wear, because that may not be the way you want to negotiate this particular dance. And we all go through all of these things are challenges to your authority as a parent.
A lot of these issues, and like 99.75% of these issues, are about communication. And the parent says, I'm a single parent, what do you want me to do? I'm trying to put food on the table, I'm running out the house to take care of business, and you expect me to have these conversations. What do you say to that?
Well, I think it is hard to find the time to do it, and I think the time not to do it is when you're really upset about what she's wearing. I think, you can say to her, look, right now I want you to change your clothes. We're not discussing it now. Later we're going to sit down and talk about this. And then you have to follow through. I think you need to come in and talk about why it's upset you, and give yourself some time to think it through, and tell her what you feel the rules are, that you don't mind if she wears makeup, but you don't want her wearing her skirt, up to her tuchus, and you don't want her, wearing something that really is too low cut. That says something about her that you don't think she needs to say.
Thank you so much for this information. It's great information, Ann Murphy.
Thanks.